Welcome to the Indie Music Room, a conversation with independent artists about writing, recording, performing, and promoting their original music. And now here's your host, Heather Kelly.
Hey everybody, you're listening to Heather Kelly with the Indie Music Room. And if you can believe it, we are already on to our October guest of the month, who I'm excited to announce is Emma Elsbecker. Correct? Elsbecker?
Yep.
Okay, great. Welcome, Emma. How are you today?
Great. How are you, Heather?
I'm fantastic. Thank you. I really appreciate you doing this. And I'm excited because over 3 years, the first time I've had a female. So yay for girls.
Woo!
But let me just, why don't you just tell us a little bit about your background, where you grew up, and where you're from and what you're doing.
Like Heather said, my name is Emma Elsbecker. I am from Algona, Iowa. I just graduated high school last May, and I'm currently attending Iowa Central Community College and living in Humboldt as a part-time waitress and musician.
You got to have a part-time job to support musicianship at times, but if you're going to college, you've got everything going on. What are you studying?
I am majoring in psychology.
Are you really? Good. Good for you. That's going to be a long haul, but I think you would be very good at it. So
it's very interesting. Sure.
Yeah. Well, you might need that when you're playing live shows just to analyze the people. So, or you may get stories about the people to write new songs. But why don't you tell everybody how you got involved in music?
Well, the first time that I really reached for starting playing my music on my own, I went to a friend's house and I saw that she had one of those little dinky guitars that you can buy from like Kmart or Target, and I was just fascinated by it, and I thought that it was so awesome, and I was like, I have to have one. I was 8 years old at the time, so my mom took me up to Fort Dodge actually, and we went to the music store and I bought my first guitar. But ever since I was a kid, I've loved singing, and I even started writing songs at a really young age. I think it was about 10.
Wow.
And I took guitar lessons for a year, and then I was like, I want to take piano lessons because I'm also fascinated by the piano. So I took piano lessons for a year and kind of fell out of the guitar scene for a while until I was 11. Then I took lessons for 2 years from Russell Lashney in Algona, Iowa. And when I was 13, he introduced me to performing, and then I started doing gigs, and then I started doing paying gigs, and been doing that for the past 5-6 years.
So did you come up with a musical family? Were your parents musical, or what was your fascination?
Nope. My family is not music. My mom can sing a little bit. That's what we always did. We always sang along to CDs in the car, but no one else in my family plays instruments or guitar. It was just kind of, I don't know, something I grew to love on my own.
So what did they think about your endeavor with music?
They supported me, of course, and my parents make every single gig and performance that I have.
Nice.
They go to those, and my sister, my younger sister, she's 2 years younger than me. She does not like when I sing because I sing all of the time. Emma, shut up.
Right.
Yeah, because I sing a lot. Whatever I do, I just sing. And
what are your favorite? What are your favorite musicians? What do you like to sing? I know you write some of your own, but who do you feel like you connect with the most?
I love a variety of genres, musicians. When I was 13, I started getting into the 70s and the 80s and like the classic rock. I also liked listening to Nirvana, Queen. I really love Def Leppard. Yeah. And then for my gigs, I sing a variety of songs. I like to sing country, rock, a few of today's hits, although since my crowd is normally older people, 40s, 50s. I try to sing songs that they might recognize.
Hey, there, older people in their 40s?
Older than me.
Okay. All right. So you kind of like do you play what the crowd wants to hear at that time? You kind of like take a look around and say, okay, this is who the demographic I'm playing for. So Well,
Mhm.
great. You said your first performance was at the age of 12. Where was that at?
It was at the Glow Run in Algona.
Oh,
They
fun.
have they have a glow run every year, and there was a little stage. It's kind of behind the YMCA in Algona, and they just had me go up there and sing a song. I sang the song "Riptide" by Vance Joy,
Yeah.
and that was my first performance.
So what made you start to want to write your own material?
I think I just had a lot of thoughts
Mhm.
that I wanted to put down on paper, and the best way I knew how to express them was through music.
Okay.
And yeah.
Well, with that said, your first song that we're going to listen to today is called Pick Me Up. Why don't you tell me a little bit about where your thoughts were when you wrote that song?
I wrote that song when I was a sophomore in high school. And it's kind of like a cry for help, you know? I was struggling like a lot of people do, and I was just expressing through my music that I needed help, that I needed someone to pick me up in a sense and help me get back on my feet to a good place again.
I find writing is very therapeutic. I mean, it seems like every time I had a heartbreak in my life or something going on, that's when I had the most material to write about. When things are great, I'm like, what do I write about?
Yeah, I feel exactly the same.
Exactly. Well, we're going to go ahead and listen to Pick Me Up, written by Emma Elsbecker. I always get it wrong, Elsbecker. Here we go with Pick Me Up.
Mondays seem to come to me every day, and when the weekends, I try my best to make it there if I can. Oh, if I can. I need to pick me up, someone to come on over and fix me up. 'Cause I'm tired of feeling broken in this worn down little life. I'm just hoping I can make it by with a pick me up. Oh, can you fix me up tonight? Ooh, tonight. On to the next week. Things are looking up, I'm feeling good finally. Ooh, I got a new set of goals, a plan to reach. Working real hard, feeling free, free from what I felt before. And in a split second, I'm crying on the floor. I need to pick me up, someone to come on over and fix me up. 'Cause I don't wanna feel broken in this worn down little life. I'm just hoping I can make it by with a pick me up. Oh, can you fix me up tonight? Pick me up, pick me up, pick me up tonight. I need to pick me up, 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 pick me up tonight. I need to pick me up, someone to come on over and fix me up. 'Cause I don't wanna feel broken in this worn down little life. I'm just hoping I can make it by with a pick me up. I need someone to fix
That was Emma with Pick Me Up. That's a beautiful song, Emma.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really is. It's beautiful. It was a pleasure because I was introduced to you by a mutual friend of ours, Shelley Bodorf, and she books you at Shiny Top in Fort Dodge sometimes. And we were talking one day and I said, I'd really like to get a female on my show. You know, I'm a female artist. So I was like so excited to have you. And when I contacted you, you've got your own recordings, but I invited you out to Junior's Motel Recording Studio and we did a 3-song recording. And those are the 3 we're going to play today. But do you have any other music out right now, or do you have plans to put music out?
Right now, all of the music that I have on the internet is through my Facebook page.
Okay.
I just post some covers, maybe some lyrics that I've written, but recently I haven't wrote a song that I've completely finished.
Okay.
So I have a lot of lyrics I've started, I've written them down, I've recorded them in my voice memos on my phone. So
everybody does that now. Yeah.
Yep. And I just haven't gotten around to finish them. I haven't had the inspiration to know what I want to say next or how I want to end a song.
Right.
But I do plan to try and advertise, get myself out there a little more. So hopefully I can book more gigs and just kind of expand my music career in a sense. So
you should really look into digital distribution. That's kind of the thing these days. And I'm more than welcome to help you with that if you'd like. We have our own label, Junior's Motel Records, under DistroKid. And I have several of the artists that have recorded out here that we put under our label. Then you can share that. Then it's downloadable. It's, you can purchase it. So we'll talk about that after the show, but I'd be more than happy to get you set up with that. For now, people can find you on your Emma Elsbecker music page, right?
Yeah, on Facebook. Mm-hmm.
It's really hard because I have a friend with the last name Elsberger, so that's why I'm having to go with it.
I put that. Yep, Elsbecker.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit what you thought about the studio when you came in, because you've recorded before, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where I recorded before, it was just kind of a small room with a computer, a little seat for me and my guitar, and then a microphone. Mm-hmm. So walking into the studio last week, I was just like, holy crap, this is amazing. It was so warm and welcoming, and I just felt inspired when I walked in.
That's good. A lot of people, this is a diamond in the rough a lot of people don't know about. So I'm glad you got to experience it. And we look forward to having you back again sometime. When you told me about what you wrote, Pick Me Up, but what did you write about Overdramatic, which is the next song we're going to be playing?
Overdramatic. I also wrote that one when I was a sophomore. It was the summer after sophomore year. Okay. And it was my first relationship. I'd gone through a bad breakup, and I actually wrote this song. I started it on the bus on a way to a softball game. So in the lyrics, you'll hear me say, I still write songs on a school bus because I'm literally writing it on my phone while I was on the way to a softball game. So that song is kind of talking about how my relationship ended, but I'm still me. I'm okay. Mm-hmm. All of these characteristics that I have. I'm overdramatic, as the title of the song goes. And it just kind of talks about me and who I am as a person.
Do you write mainly when you come up with an idea? Do you tend to go to the guitar or the piano, or do you write lyrics first? How do you come about that?
I went through a little phase where I really liked writing songs on the piano because I'm not very advanced, but I know the chords.
Sure.
So I just kind of like to play around, and as I play the notes, the lyrics kind of come to me. Mm-hmm. So it just kind of all flows together at once. Or sometimes I'll think of the lyrics when I'm walking around or in class, and I'll try and get on my phone and record it so I remember how the song goes. And then back home and grab my guitar, sit at the piano and try to figure it out.
It's so awesome. I'm so proud of you because how old are you?
I'm 18.
18. And you've been playing since 8 or 10, 12 years old. That's crazy. I didn't start until I was 30. So you've got a head start on this whole thing. But we're going to go ahead and take a listen to Overdramatic, and we will speak more with Emma when we get back.
I used to feel bad about the way things ended, but I come back around and I think about all that's good. I used to feel sad, felt so lonely, but I locked those feelings in, no, I wouldn't let it be. But things like this aren't made to be easy, and things like this, I won't let them change me. And I'm still over dramatic, and I spend all of my precious time thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking some more. I still write my songs on a school bus, and I constantly pretend I'm not a wuss. And I smile even when I feel like falling apart. I'm still me with my big old broken heart. I used to feel lost, couldn't find the good in things. Oh, I chased and I leaped and I ran, but never caught my dreams. I used to feel broken, and no one could fix me. Oh, they picked up my glass and it suddenly started to bleed. Oh, but I still had a part of me, and that little part took over things. No, I'm still over dramatic, and I daydream all the time. I put my earbuds in and I travel far and wide. I still scream loud when I make a shot and hit a ball past the parking lot. I'm still messy and oblivious and lazy, but I'm still me. I'm still me. I'm still me. That's just me with my big old broken heart.
That was Over Dramatic, written by Emma. And I listened to that song a couple times last night in the studio. And I think you have a unique voice. Part of me was like, she writes lyrics like Taylor Swift. You know, because your songs have a story to them, and that's what Taylor's known for. So I love that song. Tell me about, have you played with other band members, or do you have an intention to put a band together for you, or what are your plans?
Well, the first time I ever played with someone else, it was the son of my guitar teacher, and he just played the cajon.
Okay.
So he sat there, I sang, played my guitar, and he played the drums and added a little beat. And I liked that, but I kind of like being able to play by myself at these gigs, me and my guitar, because then I can switch it up if I want. You know, I don't have to have a plan. I can go and just see where the song takes me.
Right.
And yeah, it's just a little more freedom, I think. And I like to improvise when I'm up there sometimes, and I liked that. But the second time I played with an actual band, if you know the Scott Larson band.
Yes. Yep.
Ever heard of them? Yes. I believe this was also my sophomore year. There's a trend here. They played at a winery. I think it was up in Spirit Lake.
Okay.
And Scott had me play a few songs, and then we played one song together. Mm-hmm. And that was a really cool experience because I love how it sounds when you have multiple instruments, multiple mm-hmm. voices. I just think it's so beautiful. But right now I don't have a band that I know that I would play with. I don't really know any other musicians.
Well, it's not like you don't have anything else going on, you know. I mean, with time you will find the right people. I guarantee you that. Mm-hmm. What would you like to do? Okay, so do you want to do this as a weekend warrior, like on weekends, or is it something you maybe want to put out a whole album, but psychology, that's a very high demand, you know, education and everything. So what are your future plans with music?
As of right now, I hope to just keep doing these gigs, these performances whenever people ask me. It would be really awesome if I could get to the consistency and play every weekend, play somewhere every weekend. But right now, my main focus would be my college education. I want to be a mental health therapist. So I've got about 6 years to go. And I do love writing music. And I would love, when I had the free time, to put songs out there and put my music out there into the world. But right now, life is crazy.
I know it is. Where do you plan to go on after Iowa Central?
After Iowa Central, I'm thinking about going to UNI. That's my number one choice.
Okay.
I can check out other schools like the University of Iowa. Mm-hmm. And then Drake is the third one in Iowa that has the licensed mental health therapist master's program. So I just kind of want to go straight through. I don't want to go finish my bachelor's and then have to transfer for my master's. So,
well, it sounds to me like you're kind of thinking Iowa.
Maybe so.
Well, to be continued, that's for sure.
Yep.
How did you come up with Never Really Truly? Because that's a really great song too.
Thank you. That one, I came up with that. I wrote that one on the piano to start. And it's just about how, where I lived in Algona, I was kind of that person that everyone knew as, you know, I'm a musician. I am an outgoing person. I seem pretty happy, but like everyone else, I have my bad days. And it was about, the song Never Really Truly is about how I won't understand why I feel sadness because I have everything that I could need. So it's just about how I have this super blessed life, but I still have bad days.
I think everybody does.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't, I mean, we count our blessings, but we're human. I mean, we're emotional beings and, you know, life is not perfect. So we know that for sure. We're going to go ahead and listen to Never Really Truly. Then we're going to come back and find out some interesting facts from Emma. And then we will go from there and make sure to remind you of where you can contact her and where her music is online. We will also have her on for the entire month of October. So it'll be played 8 times and it will be forever on YouTube. Here we go with Never Really Truly, Emma Elsbecker.
Here I lay, reflecting on the things I did today. The good is good, but the bad, it leaves me astray and never goes away. And so I write about my oh so blessed life. And maybe it'll help me to finally understand why I feel the need to do these things I do, even though I know it'll only hurt you. 'Cause I've got more than most, yet I constantly feel low. And I'm not perfect, but you tell me I am. So I believe in love, and I trust the God above. But still I hurt and I cry, and I'll never really truly understand why. No, I'll never really truly understand. And so it goes. Things make it better, I suppose. I've just gotta wait for it, I know. But no matter what, I feel as though I'll always wanna go. 'Cause I've got more than most, yet I constantly feel low. And I'm not perfect, but I try to get it close. I believe this is love, and I trust the God above. But still I hurt and I cry, and I'll never really truly understand why. No, I'll never really truly And I'm not perfect, but you tell me I am. So I believe this is love, and I trust the God above. But still I hurt and I cry, and I'll never really truly understand. No, I'll never really truly understand why. No, I'll never really truly understand, and that's fine.
Never Really Truly, written by Emma Elsbecker. And that too is a great song. You said you originally wrote that one on the piano first, right?
Yes, I did.
Would you be able to record a piano part and then dub it with a guitar part?
I would love to. I've tried that with my keyboard that I have at home. It has a record setting.
Okay.
So I would record my song and then I'd play along with it with my guitar. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, you should do that sometime, really. Tell me a little bit. I've got some fun facts for you. You were musical in school or athletic?
A little bit of both.
Yeah. I know you were big into athletics, but I just wondered if you had a balance of, like, you were in choir, band, orchestra, anything like that with the athletics.
In middle school, I was in band and choir.
Okay.
But then I got to high school and I've only played volleyball and softball, so 2 sports. But marching band seemed like such a huge commitment, and I played the trumpet. I loved the trumpet. But I decided I just kind of wanted to focus on, my gigs, just wanted that to be the main music part of my life. But I still did play trumpet at my church for a couple years.
That's a hard instrument to play. That's a really hard instrument to play. You can play chaps and all that.
Yes.
Chaps?
Yep.
Chaps or taps? I don't know.
Taps. I played that for Veterans Day.
Did you? Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I just wanted to thank you so much today. I do want to ask you about your photography, because when you sent me your pictures, they're stunning. Who did your pictures, all your photos for you?
So the ones with the purple kind of bluish background, that's actually from this mental health awareness concert that I held at our school in Algona.
Okay.
So it was, I believe, one of my teachers, her name is Mrs. Spear. She takes photos of all the school events. She took those photos and uploaded them to our school Facebook page, and that's where I got those photos from. But the one of me out in the field was taken for my senior pictures by a girl by the name of Sydney Lewis. She graduated in my class. She's super big on photography. I just love her. She's an amazing person.
Apparently, because they're beautiful pictures.
Yeah, gorgeous.
When I first saw your picture, I'm like, that's a mini Carrie Underwood. She's gorgeous. So that's what, what's funny is just because of that image, I expected you to come in and just be country for some reason. But you have such a wide array of music genres you play. And we talked about that the other day when you were in the studio. I said, what genre do you consider yourself? You go, none. I'm just a singer-songwriter. That's clarification. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but I love country. I kind of wish I could write a country song. I love it. When I sing country music, like, for example, I sing Jolene at my gigs.
Oh, yeah.
I like to add a little twang.
I can hear that in your voice. I think it's great. Yeah. Do you have any upcoming shows right now at Shiny Top or Soldier Creek or?
At Shiny Top, I play November 11th.
Okay.
From 7 to 9. This Sunday, I play at River Valley Orchards Winery in Humboldt, Iowa.
Nice.
From 1 to
1 to what?
1 to 3.
1 to 3. Okay. Where's that located if the people don't know in Humboldt?
It's out past Highway 3.
Okay.
Past the country club or the golf course in Humboldt. You just keep going straight and eventually you'll see it. There's a big sign. It normally says live music, Emma Elsbecker.
The marquee on for you.
Yeah.
Make sure you get yourself with a picture of that sometime.
I'll have to.
Yeah, you'll have to do that. Well, I just want to remind everybody, we're talking to my first female 18 years of age, and she's been doing this already for 10 years. So this girl got some talent. I see big success in her future, whether it be psychology, whether it be music on the side, but I really think you have potential to do great things. I really appreciate the fact you came in this week and spent some time with us in the studio. And I hope that in the future, you'll continue to send me your new music, because I'd love to get it up on our playlist on our station, and maybe, you get the new ones finished, we'll do another podcast.
That sounds awesome, Heather.
Great, yeah. Fan page, I want to send everybody again to Emma Elsbecker Music on Facebook. And eventually, I hope to get her selling her digital downloads on DistroKid. So with that said, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Emma, it's been a pleasure. And again, this will be out the month of October. And do you have any other closing words or questions you want to ask me?
I just want to say thank you again for this amazing opportunity, and my experience in the studio was wonderful. This this podcast is going to be wonderful, and I can't wait to get it out.
I promise I'll send you the link the 1st of October. With that said, everybody, I hope you're enjoying the fall season. Keep tuning in. We've got plenty of fans, and I'll keep you updated on all the goings on. I'd like to thank Kurt Kaufman for Junior's Motel Recording Studio, and also a shout out to Bill Grady, FortDodgeRadio.com, that hosts my podcast every month. And we will be in touch soon. Everybody take care.
You've been listening to the Indie Music Room with Heather Kelly. Be sure to listen every Saturday and Sunday right here on FortDodgeRadio.com and subscribe for all our past and upcoming shows. The Indie Music Room is a production of FortDodgeRadio.com.